When the whisper changed everything, hold up. You gotta hear this. The serpent didn't roar. He whispered, "My," and the whole world tilted. Let's get up to speed here with Genesis chapter 3. The garden was perfect until a new sound entered. A voice that questioned, did God really say? Eve listens, hesitates, and truth starts to feel negotiable. One bite, one heartbeat, and innocence cracks. They see themselves differently. They hide so leaves run from the presence that gave them breath. The first sin wasn't rebellion. It was doubt dressed as curiosity. When footsteps came through the trees, it wasn't thunder. It was love, still calling their names. But what kind of love keeps walking toward people who are already walking away? Christ the husband. Even before the cross, he was chasing the bride. Christ was the voice saying, "Where are you?" Not because he didn't know, but because love asks before it rescues. The covering of animal skins wasn't random. It was prophecy stitched in blood. Shadow of the Lamb who'd take their shame and make it skin again. Romans 5 verse 19 says, "By one man's disobedience many were made sinners, by the obedience of one shall many be made righteous." The husband wasn't angry. He was already planning the wedding again. But who would accept that second chance when failure still echoed loud? The second wife, Grace, stitches what the serpent tried to shred. She knows what it's like to fall and still be loved. She's proof Grace doesn't just forgive, it rebuilds. Her baptism isn't escaping sin, it's walking back into the garden without hiding. Where the first wife covered herself, the second wife lets love cover her. She walks in the open, unashamed, learning redemption is Eden reopened from inside out. But if the second wife walks in grace, why did the first one fall so fast? The first wife, she had everything, beauty, freedom, favor, but wanted control. Traded trust for taste, light for logic. Her story isn't about failure. It's forgetting who she was made to mirror. She chose knowledge over relationship, and the cost was distance. Still, her exile became an altar. Where sin grew thorns, grace grew promise. Every step out of Eden became countdown to the cross. And if exile could become prophecy, what does that say about your worst day? So, now you know. If you believe love still walks into our mess instead of away from it, put the word return in the comments. Because the God who said, "Where are you?" is still whispering your name. And next time, jealousy turns brother against brother, and mercy still shows up first.